Ele ba ekene ni munu. Ashino bosin keta de na inamma. Espo kanko echidi. Yaselo. Adiko oside. Iya bu Eastern News 24 ka site utero ya bu nnukwu ozi dị oke mkpa gbasata maka ya bụ ife na-eme n'obodo nọ n'ime ya ana gbasata maka nwụrụ onwe ndị Igbo na-azọ iru akwụkwọ mana ya eje gbapụ ya ọsọ ka egosi na ya bụ ife anyị ji wee bịa n'ụbọchị nke taa. Mana ọ bụla nke ụbọchị izi gị na-esoro anyị n'iru abụ ka barụ ka drop your comment, subscribe and turn on your notification. Kira miss any of our update dịka anyị na-eweta n'iru akwụkwọ na Eastern News 24. Alright, ife wetere mbụ Biafran Prime Minister were fokwu n'iru akwụkwọ gbasata maka the update gbasata maka Biafra movement and the Biafra restoration at Washington DC. So mma chọkwa unu ga ya bụ ife unu ga-esi abịa ifu na dropụra ifu nche n'iru akwụkwọ gbasata maka ihe ndị a niile Biafran Prime Minister kwuru n'iru akwụkwọ and gbasata maka onye na-represent Biafra na Washington DC. So unu ga-esi abịa ifu na dropụra ifu nche n'iru akwụkwọ gbasata maka ya bụ ife. Alright, over to you, sir.
Good evening, fellow Biafrans in Africa. Good evening, lovers of freedom. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the press, the cabinet members of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, and of course, the cabinet members of the Biafra de facto government in the homeland. Before I go forward, I would like to bring in our lobbyist, Elias, talk to Biafrans in Africa for a couple of minutes, and then after him, I will come with my speech.
Oh, thank you, Your Excellency, Mr. Prime Minister. It is an absolute honor. First of all, thank you for very thoughtfully inviting me to this forum with the Biafrans in Africa. It is a great honor to speak to all Biafrans across Africa here from Washington, D.C. As the Prime Minister noted, I am the one of the lobbyists for the Biafra Republic Government in Exile in Washington, D.C. We started our relationship with the Biafran government in June 15th, and within this short 2-month period, I think we've made great headway and achieved many results, meeting with important stakeholders, senior former State Department officials, members of the United States Congress, and other leading personalities. This has already gotten notice from the Nigerian government. So when I visited the beautiful office in Maryland, Prime Minister, you've established quite a beautiful office there, and I think everyone should be proud of that office. It's quite a spectacular office in Maryland. But I said when I gave my speech in Maryland that the zoo is afraid of me and they should be afraid of me. And recently they've admitted this. The zoo has admitted this. There was an article yesterday where one of these Nigerian papers where they used the word panicked, that they were panicked about the lobbying. So they are openly admitting that they are afraid of what we're doing, of the support we're getting here in the United States for the Biafran cause. The Nigerians have openly admitted that. And trust me, they say they're panicking, but we will make sure they panic more and more. So I'm very optimistic in terms of the progress we're making. And what we're doing is also having reverberations across the world. One of my other clients that I represent is the Eritrean government in exile. I brought the president of the Eritrean government in exile to the headquarters. We've established a very good collaboration, and the Eritrean government in exile and its president recognizes the Biafran Republic government in exile, recognizes the independence of Biafra. And there have been some news articles about this as well in terms of a major breakthrough, major diplomatic breakthrough. So we're trying to get support for the Biafra Republic government in exile from quarters all over the world, both, of course, primarily from the U.S. government, but hopefully having that reverberate to other governments as well. So, we're using all of our contacts with governments all across the world to support the Biafran cause, and we've gotten one African government so far to support the cause. So I'm extremely excited about our prospects moving forward over the next few months. You have an exceptional leader in the Prime Minister who's a remarkable individual We've made a lot of progress here in DC. The zoo is, again, they've admitted that they are in a panic. They don't know what to do with themselves. And so I am very optimistic about the future. And we have a lot more ahead of us. We have a lot more planned, a lot more activities they're doing. So, you know, if they're complaining about how they're panicked now, they don't know what's going to hit them during the next few months. So I want to assure all my Biafran counterparts throughout Africa and around the world that we are being very well received here in Washington, D.C. by policymakers at the highest level of the U.S. government. The Prime Minister is being very well received. He's well respected. Our message is getting across. And so I anticipate we'll receive more and more support from the United States government. And of course, that's why the zoo is so afraid. And they should be afraid. They should be afraid. So it's a great honor to be here with all of you. If you want to follow our lobbying activities, the Prime Minister posts many of those activities in terms of these high-level meetings and engagements on his Twitter or X handle. So I encourage all of you to follow the Prime Minister's Twitter to monitor the meetings that the Prime Minister has with U.S. officials. So I just want to reiterate, it's a great honor to be on this call. It is an honor to represent and to promote the Biafran cause. And I look forward to everything that we'll achieve together. And long live a free Biafra. So thank you.
Thank you very much, my fellow Biafrans, friends, and well-wishers that are observing this tour of Africa today. I am not here to make long speech, as usual. I'm just here to change the dynamic of everything. Today, I want to use this opportunity to announce to entire Biafrans all over the world our next phase of the Biafra liberation. The next phase of the Biafra liberation is the forceful delegitimization of the Nigeria terrorist state within Biafra land. What do I mean by this? Our next phase is enforcement. Enforcement of the closure and the lockdown of every presence of Nigeria for the next 1 month. Our next 1 month lockdown is going to be enforced. For the very first time in the history of the Biafra liberation, we are enforcing the lockdown of Nigeria within Biafra territory for 1 month. What did I say? Enforcement. We are going to use force. The Biafra Liberation Army, for the very first time, will engage the Nigeria terrorists in quest to push them out of our land, and we are going to have a test. The test will be for complete 1 month. We will lock down the offices. The offices to be locked down in Biafra land will be listed in days to come. We're going to list all of them so that nobody will say they don't know about it. And of course, we will make sure that civilians in Biafra land are protected. Our guns and ammunition and arms will never go against civilians. This targeted eviction and delegitimization of Nigeria has become a must. It has become inevitable as we continue to fight the terrorists within our land. Our aim and objective is to completely eradicate Nigeria. And of course, we are going to have a test of what is to come after December 2nd. So the announcement for the 1 month lockdown of Nigeria system within Biafra land will come in a week or 2 weeks to come. We will give you the date from when to when, and of course, also list the offices that will be locked down for 1 month in Biafra land. And like I said, we will enforce it. We will enforce it with force because we are fighting a terrorist state with guns. And of course, one of those offices will be barracks. One of those offices will be police stations under Nigeria. One of those offices will be government houses. So you don't need ordinary stick to enforce that. It is a test that the whole world will sit and witness. The time has come that our own freedom is taken. Our future is in our hand. And what we are doing today is to make sure we protect the life of our women and children. So my fellow Biafrans, in the coming weeks, I want everybody to pay attention to the updates that will be coming from our handles. The delegitimization of Nigeria within our land is taken to the next level, and there's going to be enforcement. And remember, if we do not destroy Nigeria today, Nigeria will destroy us. If we do not end the terrorist state of Nigeria, the terrorist state of Nigeria will end us. We cannot see and sit and watch a state that kills its own citizen, that have no regard to human dignity and have no regard to women and children. That kind of state is not a state anybody can support. We've seen the massacre of Biafrans, massacre of Christians, massacre of many indigenous nationalities in other parts of Nigeria. They are as human as us. They have nobody to speak for them. They have no government in exile like you do. They have no Mazi Nnamdi Kanu like you do. They have no Simon Ekpa like you do. They have no cabinet members in the government in exile. They have no de facto government in the homeland. Nobody speaks for them. Nobody fights for them. They have no liberation army. They have no resistance fighters. They have nobody to defend them. And these people are getting killed every day. We need to make Nigeria very, very uncomfortable. And believe me, the more Biafra fight Nigeria, the more we save life in other parts of the country, especially the life of those Christians who have nobody to speak for them. We are going to draw these people to our land and neutralize them. Like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, that's exactly what we're going to do. So I want every Biafran to understand that during this 1 month lockdown of the Nigeria terrorist state institution in Biafra land, our businesses will be flourishing. People will go to work. Those that are Biafrans, if you are a business person in Biafra land, you will go to your shop, go to your market. Nobody will disturb you. We will make sure that your market will be protected. We will make sure that nobody will attack you in the market. We will make sure that when the terrorist army and police come, we will be in the street. The first time the Biafra forces will be on the street. This is going to be this 1 month that is coming. So our market will open, our businesses will open. And let me also tell you that when people say that, oh, Simon Ekpa is now, attacking the government directly, you think we will start attacking the government from the beginning? It is a step by step. It is a gradual process. We have come to the point that we have conditioned the Biafra people. We have conditioned those in our land, and our people know exactly what we are doing, why we are fighting for them, and the reason they have to obey, and also give their trust and their loyalty to the Biafra government. And today, we've succeeded in delegitimizing Nigeria, and they are no longer, answerable to any government, any Nigerian government officials. I want to also announce to Biafra people that we have recorded over 50 million votes today. Over 50 million votes in the Biafra self-referendum. Can you beat that? Over 50 million votes. And I want you to understand that these 50 million people has given us their mandate. They have signed and they say, fight for us. We have given you the mandate. Fight for us. That's exactly what it means. And for that, we are going to test run the lockdown of the Nigeria system within Biafra land. What I'm saying, take it very seriously. I said enforcement is against Nigeria terrorist army, against Nigeria terrorist state, against Nigeria terrorist air force, custom, anybody wearing uniform and carrying gun under Nigeria. You are a terrorist in our land. And this 1 month, we will use it to test you for what is to come on the 2nd of December. Biafra has come. We will fight our way out. And this fight is in accordance with how we want it, when we want it, and how we are going to want it. It's not about Nigeria dictating how we fight it like they did in 1967 and 1970. We will never go into conventional war with Nigeria. We have designed a way to defeat them. And it is guerrilla warfare. And of course, they know what it means. We will never ever allow the Nigeria state to continue to kill our women and children like I have done in the past. So my brothers and sisters, fellow citizens of Biafra, we have come to defend our land, our life. We are fighting for survival. It is a fight to finish. And I want you to understand that the fallen kingdom has risen. Thank you. Power to the Biafra Liberation Army. Power to the Biafra Defense Forces. Airborne to all the fighters. The time has come. We will test Nigeria. And the world will know what they have been hiding for the past 2 years. It will be open.
Onanugun ka yabu ifesi wede onanugo ko yabi ifesi akpotu n'iru akwụkwọ ka ifi were ikwu gbasama ka yabi ifi ndị nuga si n'iru akwụkwọ drop ụra ya on the comment section below ọzọ dịka ibe ya bụ cheta na ya bụ Eastern News 24 ka esi wee na-ebutere onye bụ nnukwu ozi dị oke mkpa gbasata maka ya bụ ife na-eme n'obodo nọ n'ime ya ana nwere onwe ndị Igbo na-azọ ọ bụ nwa ka o si dị m n'ọnụ ụmụnne m gwanụ ka ọ dị na ụmụnne m ka emesịa nụ